the regulators are sophisticated, they are very active, and they will ask about the effectiveness of the controls, and they will require information to be produced which reveals the effectiveness of the controls, whether or not an organisation has already assessed that themselves. So it's just in terms of dealing with I suppose the legal risk in this area is high, in that the regulator is very active, and that this information is the information that the regulator has their eyes wide open to, and will request. So it's essential that that there is a consideration of the effectiveness of controls, that if they're not working, that there's an assessment of what to do next, because that is what the regulator will look at. One of the things that we sometimes see is that there can be a paralysis at the time that perhaps a control is not being as effective, or a fear that can arise that things that may have been identified that could be done might cause alarm, or might be very, very difficult to implement, or just that there may not be associated systems to be able to properly respond to the controls that really look like they would work better. And so it's just delayed and nothing is done. I would say in relation to that is ineffective. It is never going to be the right decision, however difficult it feels to just deal with all the difficult issues. It is always the better approach. So if delaying something or just not engaging with the approach that really does on the data look to be more effective will not work in the long term, and certainly will not work if the regulator asks questions about it. So probably one of the main things I would encourage people to do is just take action, even if you don't know that it's going to be the perfect action, or that there is going to be associated, if it's going to work perfectly. I do see that there's much more growth achieved through trying, maybe getting it a bit wrong, and then continuing to improve. And that is really the heart of the risk management duty in any case. So the regulator will be much more impressed with that than with an organisation that's just done nothing on a particular issue.